questions, I would like to say I didn't mention the profit. It's my teammates' job. Yeah. I didn't. I believe my teammates will explain. Yeah. And the second one, it's also not my job. It's Anita's job. So I'm sure she will explain it to you later. And the third one. Excuse me, what's your third question? I forgot.
No,
your third question?
No, I don't know.
Your third question. I just want to use your third question.
What?
Your third question.
What is my third question?
Your third point.
No, I just have one point.
No.
I think you mentioned, I don't know why I wrote school profits, I think you mentioned it because you said that.
Yeah. Because I do the preview, preview. That's not my points. Excuse me, could you speak loudly? I can't.
That school means is very cheap, so that means school want to get more revenue from children or from students.
You mentioned something about profit because I wrote it.
No.
What I did wrong.
I didn't mention this. So for your points, could you give me a number for, are there anyone or are there children who died because of the eating junk food?
Yes, eating junk food makes you fat. So one out of 8 deaths in America is related to an overweight or obesity issue.
Yeah, but I don't think so. This is the only reason for their diets. Yeah.
I know that this is like schools. What I'm talking here is that schools can help to decrease this number because there's a lot of one out of every 3 children is overweight. I'm not saying that schools are going to decrease all these numbers, but at least if they can help, they are going to be doing a good to society because I think health is a very important issue.
Yeah, and I believe that most of the children just get 1 meal in schools, So why do you just ban junk food in schools? They can have another 2 meals outside of the school. They can have the junk foods,
Okay, one third of their daily intake of food is taken at schools. So if the children are not taking healthy foods at their homes, at least schools can help them to provide healthy food. Because some parents cannot provide healthy foods. But if schools can help to do this, they will help the kids to grow better, as my teammates are going to explain, and it will help to develop them easier when they are eating healthier.
You mean that children eat healthy food in schools, and they will grow better. And so, you mean they won't eat junk food outside school, or they won't eat healthy food in their home?
No, yeah. If their parents only feed them with junk food, okay. We're talking here about schools, banishing fast food from schools. So, children spend most of their lives in schools, and schools teach them how to make better choices. If they can make better choices, it will help them to not only do this in school, but also outside school.
Oh, so if the schools teach the children, you should eat healthy food, never junk food, and their parents provide junk food in their home, and the children say, I want to eat let me hungry, okay? Is that true? Is that good?
I know children are going to eat more. As I already said, children are going to eat also. Like we live in a society that there is only fast food. Of course, when they go out of school, maybe they are going to eat fast food. But we are focusing on schools, banishing fast food from schools.
Okay. If the children refuse eating healthy food in schools, can you imagine that they will be hungry or they will have any no energy or something else.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't like this way to interact. No, it's not. No, it's okay.
Really?
I'm ready.
Stop.
First of all, I want to say that we all care about our kids' health, and we all care. We want them to have a healthy life. But I would say one thing: is that the only way to solve the obesity or an unhealthy life? Well, this is just a temporary solution. Because first of all, kids can get it outside the school, and you said it by yourself that they can get it in their houses, they can get it with their parents. But that means this is not a solution. This is just a temporary solution, because after school they can get back and get the junk food. So it is just a temporary solution to have that not junk food. So there's a better solutions, a perfect solutions. Maybe it does make sense more than that one. Well, first of all, let's define what is the definition of junk food. Is it chips? Is it pizza? Is it soda? You can't define junk food because you have to do research, and each school has her own rules for junk foods. So you can't, first of all, you can't define junk food. So what are you gonna ban exactly? Is it the soda? Is it the pizza? Is it the chips? Another thing, even if you ban junk food in school, they can bring it from home, like back into the lunch. So they can provide it from their homes. And you can't say that I'm gonna ask them to not bring junk food, because you can't just ban them to not bring food from their schools, because their parents know better what they should eat. And I'm going to talk about 3 reasons that why we shouldn't ban junk food. The first one, we should teach them how to make their own choices. It is not the solution that force them. It is not the way. It is not the correct way. You can't just force the student not eat, not do. You have to make them choose. You have to teach them how to choose. So to have a really healthy life, you have to teach them, not ban that thing. It is not a way. And other thing is school profits. So I want to talk about numbers, but I'll talk about numbers later. I want to say that schools need money. And we know all schools need money for programs, like art programs that they're going to talk about, or other programs, other profile. So public school, especially public school, needs some money. So according to the NBC website, an article called "School May Bring Back Junk Food to Make Profits." In Seattle, 7 years ago, school in Seattle banned junk food. They used to make, in 2001, they used to make $214,000 a year. Just $214,000 a year. But last year, they made only $17,000. That's mean like $200,000. Can you imagine what you could do with the $200,000? You can do a lot of things. The schools now start to ask their parents to pay. Even their public school, they ask their parents to pay the fees or to tip. According to the article, it's called "Public School Charge Their Kids for Basics." The article says a school across the country struggle with the cuts funding and state funding. That he said that $4 million a year. The parents tip $4 million a year. That's a big number. That's a huge number. And we should help the school to have money. And one great way to have to earn money in school is junk food, because as I told you, it is not the solution. I know you're gonna say, well, which is important? Which is more important? Is it health or money? Of course, health. But is it the solution? It is not, because as I told you, kids can have it outside the schools. So it's not a solution. It's just temporary. It is just to prevent them at that time. 4 hours, 6 hours, okay, 1 meal, that's it. But after that, they can have it. They can have anywhere they want. So it is not a solution. You should teach them. There is an old saying says, give a man a fish, he eats one day. Teach the man how to fish, he eats his whole life. So better than ban the junk food for school, you should teach him how to choose. You should teach him how to choose. When you ban, that means he doesn't have any choices. And kids should have freedom. This country was built on freedom. And kids should have their freedom. Even you can say that they're just young, they don't know what their benefits. But one thing they should know that when they're kids, that there is bad and there is good. There's bad in front of him, there is good in front of him. He should choose his way. It is not the way to force him to go to the good way, and you ask him later to not go to the bad way because he never tried it. He never saw the bad way. He never know the bad way. That's mine.
مأساة. إن الله مع الصابرين. ها؟ ما اسمك؟ هذول تربية جولي يا حبيبتي. تربية جولي يا حبيبتي. تربية.
Okay, hello everyone. First of all, I will review Ahmed's point. He said that school is not the best solution to ban fast food from children, and we can't force children to eat fast food because it's freedom. I know, but as Isabella said, school is an important place to solve or to reduce many diseases for children that are related to eating fast food, and children spend more of their life on school. They beginning attending at school at age 5 and sometimes from age 4 or 3. So also school serves 1 or 2 meals a day, 5 days a week. Over all these years, 5 days a week. Over all these years, for this reason, school is a good place to serve nutritional food to help the children to be in healthy care. Also, you said a school wants to earn money, so more money school could earn without provide unhealthy food for children. Yeah, also the government will be pay more for health care if the student has many diseases or health problems, and also children will be too early to make their decision. Then in this part I will talk about health problems as a big reason to ban fast food from school. As we know, childhood is an important stage in a human's life. During this time, A child requires plenty of nutritional food because he or she undergoes mental and physical development. Also, developing teeth, muscles, and bones require a lot of nutritional food. According to Eleanor, Whitney, and Sharon Revolve in their article, Understanding Nutrition, if the children get well nourished, they will get more energy to play, be alert in the classroom, and they will feel good about themselves. Also, poor nutrition is especially damaging to children because, as I said before, their bodies undergo many changes, many changes as they move through the different stages of development. According to the USA Department of Health and Human Services, unhealthy eating and inactivity cause 310,000 to 580,000 deaths every year. This is a huge number and make us stop to think about our children, what our children eat, and how this kind of food can affect our children. Healthy eating means to eat variety types of nutritional food or different kind of food group. Food nutrition, nutritional food contains fiber, vitamins, and minerals, which can help our children to grow well. For example, it's important for our children to eat plant foods because they contain thousands of nutrients which can help to prevent serious diseases from our children. And as we know, school meals not provide this kind of food. Unhealthy school meals play a significant role in our children's health because it's poor in quality, it's high in salt, calories, and sugar. Food such as French fries, fried chicken, pizza, hot dogs, Brussels cheese. It's having a major impact for our children's health, and it can lead to many diseases for them, such as obesity, heart diseases, stroke, high blood pressure, and cancer. On the other hand, these diseases can contribute to the rising cost of healthcare. According to Richard Carmona, who is Secretary for Health Department and Human Services, in 2002, the direct cost of treating obesity and related conditions such as diabetes, heart diseases, and hypertension were estimated at $92 billion to $170 billion. This is a huge number, and to reduce this number, we have to reduce the causes of diseases that are related to eating fast food. Then, according to USDA study, 90% of students eat lunch at school every day, and 94% of schools offered a lunch that failed to meet USDA standard for healthy food. Also, according to a team of cardiovascular center researchers, children who always eat school lunch can get overweight or obese 38.8% more than those who eat lunch from home. From all these statistics and from all these reasons, school lunches can be very dangerous for our children. Children receive one or more meals a day at school, so that means a lot of fats, calories, salt, and sugar, which can lead to grave consequences for our children. As a result, banning fast food from school is very important because school is a good start to reduce heart diseases for our children. Therefore, school should provide nutritional food for our children that has essential nutrition, fiber, and energy to maintain good growth, brain development, promote health, and to protect the future of new generation. Thank you.